This says z squared equals something. And you know, of course, to get rid of the squared, you just square root it. So maybe we could just tap this into the calculator and find out what is the square root of 16 minus 30i. And the calculator tells us it's 5 minus 3i. Let's just leave us there for a little think. The method we're supposed to use is we're supposed to replace the z with an a plus bi, and we're going to square that. Squaring that needs some care. We get a squared and we get b squared I squared. So minus b squared. Middle term's fine though, minus 2bi. And the real part of this is just a squared minus b squared, and that has to equal 16. And the imaginary part of this is 2ab, and that's got to equal minus 30. We've got simultaneous equations here to solve. What we're going to do is rearrange this one to get b on its own. Let's divide by 2 and divide by a. And now we're going to substitute that in there. So when I square that, 15 squared is 225 over a squared equals 16. And let's get rid of that a squared on the bottom. And what we're turning this into is what we say it's a quadratic in disguise. We can solve this in our normal quadratic ways. That we can factorize it. It's a squared and 9 and a squared and 25. Let's get these round the right way. It's a minus 25 there and a plus 9 there. So I've got two answers. Either a squared equals 25 or a squared equals minus 9. Now a is our real part of this, so it can't be imaginary. So we've got no solutions to that bit there. But this bit here tells us that a can be 5 or minus 5. And we were told there what b was. B was minus 15 divided by a. And so b is minus 3 or 3. And our answers finally then are 5 minus 3i. We had that earlier, but look, there's another answer, minus 5 plus 3i. So there are two answers. And I suppose we should have known that. When we square root, if you ask the calculator what the square root of 25 is, it says 5. But if x squared equals 25, there are two answers. So there's that bit there, and I think I'll stop there in case I go wrong on the next one.